So us guys, we're not always the best at being able to express what we like and what we appreciate. Heck, mainly because we're always trying to make sure we're on top of things to do what the woman likes and make her feel good. You know, when we're genuinely interested in her. When a guy isn't interested in a girl, then, you know, a lot of the time he's just into it for indulgence for himself, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about when he genuinely sees something serious with her and he wants to do everything he can to make it work. However, there are always some things that guys desperately want from the woman that they're with, that they're into, that he doesn't feel he's able to ask for. He doesn't want to seem needy, and worse, he doesn't want you to think that he's weak. So I'm doing a service for the fellas out here by telling you for them. And the things we're about to go through, I guarantee you every guy loves this in a woman, and it really makes him appreciate her. Before we get into that, my Claim Your Man program is now open. In this program, I guide you step by step from the first date, how to get commitment from the guy that you want. So if you want to be ready to know how to get commitment from that next guy you're really into, enroll in the link below and I'll see you there. So the first thing that guys desperately want from women that he will never ask for is emotional support. Emotional support seems like an obvious one, but when it comes to men, it's not that obvious. And of course, there are several reasons why guys love this from a woman. Firstly, one, he's a human being just like you. He has emotions and he can be sensitive sometimes. They need to feel validated, they need to feel understood, and they need to feel more supported than women realize. Often, us fellas, we are socialized to suppress or ignore our emotions. Actually, to be fair, nowadays, it's kind of, just do whatever you feel like, which is also not right. Because there are going to be moments where, as a man, he can't let his emotions get in the way of the immediate task at hand. But we often neglect the required space that's needed for him to process his emotions after the fact, which then leads to mental health issues, leads to depression, and leads to men, deleting themselves, unfortunately. And thing is, as a woman, if you're really into a guy, this is only good for you as well, because you being his emotional support only deepens his connection to you. It demonstrates care and a willingness to listen and to empathize, which is only going to boost his trust in you. And this is especially the case when he is in difficult or stressful situations. Honestly, I don't think women realize how much pressure men feel to perform. Men are often expected to be strong, to be capable, and yes, men want to be that for their woman as well. But we can underestimate how isolating that can be at times. Sometimes all a guy needs is for a woman to say to him, "I believe in you." That's it. Honestly, men don't need that much. Just a little bit of encouragement from a woman, that's what makes him inspired. This next thing that every guy wants but will never ask for is affirmation. Believe it or not, guys are consistently thinking about, okay, what's going to make her happy? Does she want to do this? Is she going to feel good around me if I do this? So you giving him affirmation when he is doing something or giving you what you like is only going to better deepen the relationship because it makes him want to do it more for you. This comes back to him feeling valued and appreciated. Because the thing is, men actually want to serve the women they're with, right? Men and women, we serve each other in different ways, and men want to serve you. But the source of the energy in him wanting to serve you is appreciation, gratitude. But because men know that women like guys to be strong, self-independent, self-reliant, resilient, which often means that he wouldn't be that kind of individual who's gonna ask for compliments or praise. And you know what, I've said this before, often being a leader is a thankless position. I'm not saying that he's necessarily the leader in your relationship, but I'm just saying in general. But you just give him that fuel, the affirmation, that gratitude, that appreciation, saying, "Hey babe, I love it when you do this," or "I really appreciate it when you do this." This is gonna continue to build that alpha side in him that you're likely really attracted to. Yeah, maybe you're not attracted to that, but then I don't know why you wouldn't be. Because let's be honest, toxic masculinity is a buzzword to often describe behaviors in men that certain people don't like. But just because people don't like it doesn't mean it is necessarily detrimental, because it depends on what it is. However, to men, especially young men of today, they see being masculine as bad because that is all they have ever been taught. And the irony is, when you talk to women, especially women who are older and ready to settle down and build a life with a man, masculinity is actually something that they like in men. They like masculine men. So if we can agree that there is positive masculinity, and if you can't even agree on that, then you probably just want a feminine man, in which this video is not for you. Really focus on giving affirmation when he does certain masculine things that you like, because that's only going to cement that kind of behavior. You acknowledge his strengths, you celebrate his talents and achievements, and he's only going to want to do better for you. Next thing that guys secretly very much like, and this ties into the affirmation, is direct compliments. You'd be surprised at how little compliments guys actually get. As men, we know that giving a woman compliments is part of the way that she knows and appreciates affection. Because if she feels good around us, then hopefully she wants to spend more time with us. But we're not often on the receiving end. That's the truth. And I get it can be easy to think, oh, well, okay, as a woman, if I'm sharing my body with him and I'm being physically intimate with him, then obviously he turns me on because my actions speak louder than words ever would. And yes, you are right. Actions do speak louder than words, but words still speak. They still send the message. It's the nice icing on top of the cake that makes it pretty and decorative and, make you want to bite it. It's all about making him feel desired and making him feel respected. That is the big one. And the last thing that guys really do want that they might never ask for is for you to support his goals, his hobbies, his ambitions, and his interests. Whether that's going to watch him at five-a-side football on the weekend or going to watch him in a debate, truth is every guy secretly craves for his woman to be his number one cheerleader. And not just in spirit, but in her actions as well. It shows that you're interested in his life. It shows that you're interested in what brings him joy, which is a very reassuring feeling for a man because it makes him feel validated and understood when a girl can take an interest in his passions and his hobbies. And the thing is, she doesn't even have to like them. I'm not saying you have to like the same things he does, but it's you making an effort in an area that you know he's going to love, and that just builds his emotional companionship with you. Because then it becomes less about him just doing a hobby that he enjoys, but it becomes an experience for both of you. If you're looking for a guy who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick.